Dave Miller in the house, in case you didn't notice, our Uber insider. Word out today that when Urban Meyer put out the depth chart for the OSU-Wisconsin game, he had Braxton Miller and Kenny Guiton listed as co-starters. We obviously have no idea what he's going to do. He's going to make that call. But what are you hearing, Dave, about the word on the street the scouts are thinking about Kenny Guiton and how well he played in those couple of games?
Yeah, if Guiton never starts another game, it's a tough break for a guy that has 13 touchdowns and 2 interceptions on the year. However, he does have a bright future. Some NFL scouts believe he can take the Matt Castle path to the NFL. Castle, of course, never started at USC, behind a couple of Trojan signal callers. And he's a guy, Kenny Guiton, who is athletic enough. If you look at the NFL quarterbacks now coming into the league, very athletic. He's got football savvy. He's a guy that could have an NFL future if he has a strong pro day in Columbus. Some scouts like him.
Matt Castle got paid in the NFL.
He did.
What's
Absolutely.
he doing now? Devin Gardner at Michigan, worthy of praise against Notre Dame. In 2 near losses to Akron and Connecticut, not so much. What is, you think, Brady Hoke's mindset about the guy we were just putting in the Heisman conversation?
Well, coming into the season, Brady Hoke preached about taking care of the ball because that was one of the things that felled Michigan in some close losses last year. Devin Gardner has looked spooked since that pick 6 against Notre Dame. If you look in the last 2 games, 7 turnovers, a completion percentage of 50%, 10 turnovers overall on the season. They have a bye week to get things straightened out. I fully expect that. But if we don't see the Devin Gardner we saw for the most part against Notre Dame, Brady Hoke will look to Shane Morris if he has to. It's a manageable Big Ten schedule. It's not easy, but it's manageable, especially when you have a defense. So Hoke could look to Shane Morris.
So you think he could really get benched, huh?
I think he's going to straighten things out, but Hoke will have no choice but to go to Morris if Gardner continues to struggle.
Let's go to West Virginia. Hot seat question of the day. Dana Holgorsen averaged 8.5 wins his first 2 seasons in Morgantown, but 2-2 now after getting blanked by Maryland last week. 3 straight ranked opponents coming up. How safe is he?
He's safe for this year, but the shine is off that Orange Bowl team a few years back in his debut season. They're just 4-8 in the last 12 games. Half of those losses have been blowouts, and of the 4 wins, none have really been impressive. When you're an offensive guy like Dana Holgorsen, you need to have at least to put up points. On offense, they have not been able to do that this year. On the flip side, defensively, they have not brought in top defensive talent. Now, West Virginia has some financial issues in the athletic department. They have not received some of that Big 12 money yet, so he's not going anywhere. Oliver Luck will be patient, but 2014 is a big year for Dana Holgorsen.
Oklahoma State, Baylor, a bye, and then Texas Tech coming up. Not an easy schedule for the Mountaineers, who I'm sure are so happy they're in the Big 12 right now.
Absolutely.
Dave Miller, thank you.